This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So guys, today we are going to talk about one very important thing, that is how to use multi-threading in Selenium. I'm talking about Java multi-threading. So I know currently we are already going with the Python series, but this is a separate topic with respect to Selenium and Java. So we are going to talk about that how to use multi-threading concept in Selenium, right? And without TestNG. So we will not be using any TestNG or JUnit or something like this. We will be writing a hardcore multi-threading concept over here, and it's pretty simple. Then later on we will integrate with the Maven commands. I mean, we will running through Maven commands, and then we will be integrating with Jenkins also. That how can you do that? And it's something very interesting for interview point of view, as well as for your project also. You can implement it if you don't want to use TestNG, because couple of people they ask that, okay, this is the topic is missing with respect to Selenium, so you can explain the exact same thing at a time of interview. Okay, and it's pretty cool, and it's a great learning. So please, it will be a long video. I mean, at least 30-40 minutes. So guys, please have some patience, watch this complete video. There is a lot of new things I'm going to cover. So please, I request, do not skip this video, okay, in between, or please watch the full video. Okay, so this is a project that I have already created. This is a Maven project that I have created, and this is the pom.xml file to maintain the dependency management. So I have this particular one simple Selenium dependency that I have added. I'm using 4.0 alpha. You can use 3.141 also. It's up to you. Okay, and we are going to cover one single basic scenario, but we will be executing that particular scenario with the help of multi-threading. So what I have to do, that first I have to create a couple of components over here. So the first component I'm going to create, that first of all, that okay, yeah, this is your page class, and on top of that we will be creating our base page over here, right guys? And then I'll be creating one, and this particular page class, whatever, let's see, Google page or login page or whatever, this particular page class will extend the base page. So initialize the driver from here, and it will take the driver from here to here, like that. We will be doing that. After that, what we have to do, we have to create one multi-threading Java class having the multi-threading concept over here, like that. This will decide that, okay, hey, which page action you want to call with respect to multi-threading. So all these page actions I'll be writing over here. Page action means whatever the features that you have, page action method I'll be writing over here, right guys? And then this is the threading concept we will be defining in this particular class. So a separate multi-threading class we will be creating, and this particular class, whatever the class, let's say I'm going to create that, okay, Google thread class. This class will extend, okay, thread class, which is already available in Java. And then we have to override one method that is called @override run method. We have to override, right guys? So this is the important thing that we have to write. And in this particular @override run method, we will be calling our page actions, whatever the page action that we have created, right? We will be calling those methods over here. Okay, so not exactly calling, I'll tell you what we have to do. In between, we have to create one more layer over here. So that layer, okay, it will do, that layer will behave like a, I would say, okay, I would say, let's see, on top of that, I'll create one more layer over here. Okay, so this particular layer will decide that, okay, what are the different, page actions method that you have written. So I'll be calling these page actions from here actually. Okay, let's do it like this. So I'll be calling these page actions over here, and these methods, whatever the method that I'm writing over here, these methods I'll be defining inside my runner over here, like that. So there is a connection between these two things. So when I write the code, it will be easy for you. You will understand better. Okay, so let's see what kind of method. It will be like setup method, it will be tear down method, it will be your page actions method. I'll be writing like that. Okay, so this is 3-4 component we will be creating it, and this entire project is a Maven project, and we will see that how can we integrate with Maven and Jenkins also, like that. Okay, so let me close this guy. And now we are not going to use SRC test Java because we don't have any TestNG. I'm not going to use TestNG multi-threading concept. We will be using typical Java multi-threading concept over here. So what I'm going to do, under src main Java, I'm going to create a package. Let's see, my package name is com dot my pages, and under this particular pages, I'm going to write, let's see, some simple quickly one base page over here, okay, without wasting a time. So in this particular base page, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my, let's see, one public WebDriver over here so that it can be accessed by all the class name. So let's see, public WebDriver. You can make it protected also for all the child classes within the same package, but let it be public. And then I'm going to create that, initialize the driver method. So let's see, init driver. So how will you do that? I simple say that, okay, public void, let's see, this will be my setup method. Let's see, I will say like that. Okay, let's write a setup method, right? So just like we have before method in TestNG, right? Similarly, we will be writing a setup method over here. And this guy says that, okay, you give me the browser name. What is your browser? On which browser, okay, you want to execute? So I simple say that, okay, if your browser name is equal to Chrome or something, I simple say that, okay, yeah, if my browser name dot equals, or you can use equals ignore case. If it is equal to Chrome, then what I want, then I want to set the system property. So for system property, I'm already having system property. I don't want to use Bonnie Gracia WebDriver Manager. So this is a system property. And then I'll be using driver is equal to new Chrome driver, like that. Okay. And then import this thing. So make sure that, okay, you are having Chrome driver exe in your desktop, and then you are good to go. Then I'll be using one more else if condition over here, that is for, let's see, for another browser, else if, which is equal to Firefox. And for Firefox, we have to we have to download Gecko driver, and we have to set the property for Gecko driver like this. And this is my Firefox driver over here, and import this. Simple logic. So many times we have already seen that. Now F capital. Okay. Now after that, a typical thing that we will be using driver.get, and what will be the URL. I'll pick any random URL, whatever application. Here application doesn't matter. So let's see, to save some time, I'll be using google.com. So I'll be using quick google.com like that. And then what do you want? I want to, let's see, manage some timeout, driver.manage.timeout. Let's see, implicitly wait of 20 seconds I'll be using. So time unit dot seconds. And then I say that, okay, yeah, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Let's see, I'm going to maximize the window as well. And then what I want to return the driver from here, from this particular method. So when you return the driver, instead of void, what should I write? This driver is WebDriver, so we have to write WebDriver over here. Simple. So one setup method, let's see, I have created. Now let this class, let it be like this. Now I'm going to create my the actual Google page class, okay, for the page actions. So I'm going to write my Google page. In this particular Google page, what I said, this will extend, okay, let's see, extends what, basepage.java, right? And it's available in the same package, so no need to import that. After that, in this particular Google page, what we have to write, we have to write our page actions over here. So I'll be writing my page actions, that what exactly you want to do. So I simple say that, okay, hey, let's see, simple public void, let's see, I'm going to write, this will be my Google search test, something like this I'll be writing. I'm not using any annotation, nothing. Perfect. Now I'll go to Google, and then you right click on it and go to inspect. I'm going to search something over here. So let's see, this is name equal to Q. So I can quickly use a driver dot find element by dot name is Q. Sorry, name is Q, and then whatever you want to enter. So let's see, right now I'm just simple entering something like this, Naveen Automation Labs. Okay, any search term you can enter. Perfect. After that, first of all, if any value is already available, if you really want to clear it, you can clear it also. So let me write, it's a good practice to clear first, and then send keys like that. Then after that, on the same send keys, I want to press submit, so that it will press enter. So the moment I enter Naveen Automation Labs, something like this, Naveen Automation Labs, enter. So submit will enter, or you can click on Google search also. So you will see that, okay, results for Naveen Automation Labs, right? And after that, what I'm going to do that I want to, let's see, take something from here. So let me inspect, and you see that, okay, this is H3 with Naveen Automation Labs. So I'll do one thing for all the H3, I'll just try to capture the text. So I simply write one XPath H3. You can see that, okay, 1 of 11. So you see that, okay, all the page, I mean, for every result, this is a first title, whatever the title is there. See, we are getting the title for with H3. So I'll do one thing, I'll just use driver.find elements and capture H3 and try to get the text of each and every, okay, H3 header. So I'll do one thing, that a driver.find elements by .xpath. Xpath is this, and it will give you what? It will give you a list of web element. So I'm using Java Stream APIs, stream dot, or you can use in list of web element, you can start a for loop also. But I want to use something like this, and for each with lambda, and I say that, okay, hey, system dot out dot print ln, what exactly you want to print. I want to print element dot get text over here. Perfect, like this. Okay, and it's saying, okay, point to JDK 1.8. Perfect. Simple method I've written. You can write simple store in a list of web element, and then you can start a for loop, and then you can print in that way also. But I'm just using Java Stream API so that we will practice with Stream APIs also. Now, once this is done, what I want to create one more method which will do the tear down. So let's see, public void. Remember that we used to do that in TestNG also. I simply say that, okay, this is my driver.quit method I'll be writing. So let's see, this is the page action I have written, and this is the tear down method that I have written over here like that. Tear down method you can write inside the base page also, so that we can do it later. So let it be like this. Okay, now you must be surprising why driver is coming. Driver is coming from base page. Okay, guys, like that. Now what I'm going to do that, if you see the diagram, page action base page is ready, and these two methods, let's see, we have written, and we have to create one. This is the important thing. Now we have to create one thread class. So for thread class, I'm going to create a separate package for this. Let's see, com dot google dot I would say thread classes. Okay, I know this is some little bad package name, but whatever the package name, guys, you want to use it, you can simply do that. So I'm going to create a class over here, and my class name, let's see, this is my Google feature. Okay, Google feature thread. Let's see, this is the class name that I have given. Don't select the main method, let it be like this. And this particular thread class, guys, remember, whenever you want to use multi-threading in Java, right, this is ultimately a Java code, right? So always remember, you have to use extends one class that is called thread. So there are two ways you can achieve multi-threading in Java: by extending thread class or by implementing runnable interface. So I'm using extends thread over here. So the moment I use extends thread, what I'm going to do that, I'm going to create first of all constructor of this particular class. So let's create the constructor of this class. So public, this is the constructor, and in this particular constructor I'll take two names, that, okay, hey, what is your thread name? Okay, so that we will print something on the console that, let's see, this is my, what is your thread name, and what is the browser, okay, name you want to use it, like that, right? And then what I'm going to do, I'll be using super class, super constructor over here, and then whatever the thread name that you are using, I'll pass it to thread class constructor, so that it will print automatically on the console some information about that particular thread. Okay, so super, and pass the thread name, whatever the name, okay, that you want to give for that particular thread, you can do that. And then what I'm going to do that, I'll be maintaining one, first of all, let's see, public browser name is, okay, like this, and the public, let's see, this is the string browser name, and I'll be using this dot browser name is equal to browser name. Okay, the same browser name I'm giving to this particular guy with the help of this keyword. Now this is simple constructor, let's see, I have created. Now, whenever you want to use thread class and you're extending thread class, what we have to do, guys, we have to override one method that is called public void run method. Okay, guys, public void run method, and this run method is the overridden method which is coming from the thread class. Okay, let me check. See, if you press Control O and you check, there is a run method is already there in thread class. See, can you see that? So this is already overridden method inside the thread class. So we have to do what? We have to override this particular method in our class. Okay. So if you see that, 1 second, let me go down. See, this is a thread class which is implementing runnable interface. So in runnable interface, there is a method. There is a method run method. Its interface, right? So thread class has to implement that particular method, and the same method we are going to override in our class. So I'm going to override. So can I write @override over here? Fine. So we are going to write @override. Now in this particular method, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a couple of information. That first of all, that I'll print something that thread started, like that, and we will always, it's a good practice that we should always give what is the thread name. So I simply say that, okay, thread class dot, there is a method current thread, and give me the name. So I simply use get name over here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, that when the thread started, I'm going to write one, let's see, try block over here, and I'll be writing, let's see, one thread dot sleep for let's see 1 second, like that. And then I want to call which method? I want to call the setup method of the Google page class. Okay, this particular okay, whatever the setup method that we have written that time, we will be calling this particular base page class setup method, we will be calling it. So now this is a setup method available in the base page. So can I use Google page class object to call the parent class method? Yes, I can do that, right? Or you can create the object of base page also. So what I'm going to do that, okay, I'm going to create one, let's see, Google page reference over here, like that, and import this Google page, and Google page is equal to what? New Google page inside the constructor I'll be writing. Okay, simple, like that. Okay, and now with this particular Google page, what I'm going to do that, okay, Google page dot, first we will be calling setup method, and which browser name we have to pass? The same browser name. So I'll be using this dot browser name that you are passing over here. Perfect. Now this setup method, what exactly it will do? Setup method will launch the browser and it will return the driver over here. Perfect. Okay. Next thing, what I'm going to do, that with the same Google page, I'm going to call what? The method that we have written, Google search test method that we have written. See this particular method, because now the browser is already launched. We have already entered the URL. Now you just simple enter Naveen Automation Labs, submit, and then get all the header information, header text over there. Perfect. And after that, once it is done, I'm going to use one catch block over here. So let me write one, sorry, catch over here. I'm holding inside this particular exception E, and if any E dot print stack trace, if you really want to print, you can use that over here. And then I'm going to use one finally. Remember, finally. So finally is a block. Doesn't matter the exception is coming or not, finally block will always be executed. And here what I'm going to do, I simply use my Google page dot this tear down method I'll be using. So here we are using the finally concept also over here. Doesn't matter that people were asking, right? Give me the practical use of finally. So this is what, so first you do setup, you execute your test. So this is your precondition, execute your test, and then finally after method, just the way we do it in TestNG and JUnit. So this is my tear down method, which will what? It will driver.quit. So close the browser. Perfect. And once this is done, what I'm going to do, that I'll come out of the finally block, and then I'll print one more message over here that, okay, system.out.println, whatever the current thread is going on, I simply say that, okay, thread ended, right? And I simply say that which thread, whatever thread name is going on. So I simply write thread dot, same thing, dot current thread dot get name over here like that, or you can print the thread ID also. So this method is also ready. Perfect. Now we just need to create what? We need to create one more class that is called your runner class. Okay, so we'll go to my component, and once this is done, we will create one more runner over here. So that will be this will behave like a test runner for your test cases. So inside this particular test runner class, what I'm going to do, that I'm going to create the object of this particular class, and then we will start the thread over here. Okay, so we will call this particular class over here, guys. Now how to see that? So how to do that? Let me create one more package over here. Let me create a class, or you can, yeah, okay, let it be like this. So let's see, this is my let's see, Google test runner class, and it should have a main method. So let me write a main method also. Public static void main string ar, like that. Right. Now this is something interesting, guys. What we have to do here, we have to start writing the threads. We have to create the threads over here. So how will you create the thread? I simply say that, okay, first I'll be calling this guy new, okay, and Google, whatever the method, okay, class that we have written, Google feature test that we have written, and here we have to pass that, okay, hey, what is your thread name? So let's see, I simply say that, okay, my thread name is Chrome thread, right? And what is the browser name that you want to give? So browser name I want to give, let's see, this is my Chrome browser, like that, right? So what will happen? New feature thread constructor will be called, right? And then whatever the thread name that you are giving, Chrome thread, will be given to this guy, and it will give it to the, give it to what? To the thread class, right? And then browser name, whatever the browser name that you are giving. Now here, can I do a top casting over here? Right, I have to create a reference over here. So can I create a reference with thread? Because thread class is the super class of Google feature thread. So I simply say that, okay, yeah, t1 is equal to this. Can I do it like this? Yeah, this is a top casting, I can do that. The child class object can be referred by parent class reference variable. Yeah, I can do that. Similarly, I'm going to create one more thread over here. Let's see, this is my thread number T2, and this time I'm going to launch Firefox, and the value will be Firefox, like that, right? Okay, then let's see, I'm going to print a message over here that, okay, that thread started, some message over here like that. I will be printing like this. Then what I'm going to do, that I have to start my thread. So remember, guys, whenever you want to start your thread, what you have to do, you have to write t1.start. Okay, otherwise it won't start the thread. So you have to write t1.start method, and same thing, I want to write t2.start, like that. So my thread got started, and then a message over here, like that. That's it. You just need to do, that's it. And now you just execute. So what will happen the moment you write t1.start method? See, t1.start method is already synchronized, is available inside the thread class. That's why we are calling by the thread class reference over here. So what exactly this method do? This method will invoke your run method that you have invoked over here. So it will come over here directly. This is the concept of multi-threading. So whatever the run method, see, you cannot change this method name because this is what, overridden method from a thread class. And this run method will be called when you are running, when you are starting your test. So this is my t1.thread. So first I have created two threads, thread number 1, thread number 2, and then we are going to start these two threads over here, right? So what will happen? It will create two threads. One is for Chrome and one is for Firefox. Perfect. And then the moment we write t1.start, it will directly go to this run method over here. It will come inside this, it will print that, okay, yeah, thread got started, whatever the thread name that we have given, Firefox thread or Chrome thread. Then wait for 1 second, and then browser name, whatever the browser name, it will give into the setup method. Setup method will launch the browser, enter the URL, and return the same driver. When it returned, then we are going to call Google search test. Google search test, this class is already extending base page, so you can use driver over here, and then perform your page actions over here, print all the header values, like that. And when it is done, finally you go to the finally block and tear down. It means you quit the browser or close the browser. Perfect. And after that, that's it. At the same time, your thread number T2 also will be executed at the same time. Okay, so this multi-threading will be handled by Java. I'm not using any TestNG or nothing. So let's see it is working or not. So which class I have to execute? I have to execute the main method, right? Why we have to use main method? Because now we are not using any TestNG or JUnit. So we have to, JVM will call this particular main method, will create the object of these two, I mean this particular class, creating multiple threading, and then let's see. I hope it should work. Yeah, see, awesome. Did you notice? See, one is Chrome, one is Firefox running, entering Naveen Automation Labs, and see, it's printing all the values like that. See, can you see that? Now the Firefox thread is also running, and then it's printing all the header values over here like that. Right, guys? So I'll do one thing. Google feature this, Google search test. I'll do one thing. Let me write println so that it will execute in the new line. I mean, it will print in the new line. Now let's run it again. And you notice one thing. See, can you see that? Started Chrome and started Firefox together. This is multi-threading. We are using it. Now, see, awesome. Did you notice? It's printing all the header values, guys. So this output is coming from Firefox, and this is coming from this. So you can see that Chrome thread is started and Firefox thread also started like that. So how many threads we have created? 2 threads. Tomorrow, if you want to create, let's see, more thread, right? So you create multiple threads over here, and you have to start the thread. That is important, right, guys? So, but this is one thing is missing, that okay, hey, what if I want to use, let's see, 4 Chrome and 3 Firefox? Are you going to create these number of threads again and again? No. So we have to enhance this particular code now. We have to optimize this particular code in a different way. So how to do that? So in that case, what I'm going to do that, see, I can do one thing. I can write a for loop over here. So let's see, I'll write simple a for loop integer I equal to 0, and let's see, I less than up to 5, and then I plus plus, right, guys? And I'll do one thing. Let me use this particular thing. Okay, one is for Chrome, and then you do a dot start directly over here. Same thing, use this particular, create the object of this, and then the thread will start. Simple, use a dot start over here, and we just comment all these ways. Now 0 to 5 means 5 Chrome and 5 Firefox should be executed. So let's see it's running or not. See, can you see that? Now see, in parallel execution, this is a level of parallel execution. 5 Chrome and 5 Firefox are running together. See, parallel execution is absolutely working fine like that. So let it run. That's why I picked very simple test case, guys, so that it will run quickly. So once it is done, it will tear down all the threads also together. So I think it's still running. See, done. Firefox are done. Chrome is still running. Awesome. See, everything is closed and you are getting the proper output over here. Perfect. Right, guys? But again, this is again hard coded. What if I want to configure in such a way that, okay, Chrome equal to 5, Firefox equal to 2, right? Sometime Chrome equal to 3, Firefox equal to 1. We need some flexibility over here. So for that purpose, what we will do, we will use this particular command line argument. We will pass it, okay, from the command line. So we will create our script in such a way that, okay, we will get the command line. So for command line, we will pass 2 arguments. One is for Chrome count and how many Firefox count you want. So what I'm going to do, first of all, that I'll be using, whenever you are passing something from the command line, you can get the property from the command line. So system.get property, and I'll maintain one property over here. Let's see, for Chrome, right? And we will pass this Chrome property from the command line, and that I'll take that, okay, this is my integer. Let's see how many Chrome count you want, but whatever you're passing from there, it will be a string. So we have to convert that into an integer. So what exactly we will be using? We will be using integer as a wrapper class, and I'll be using integer dot parse int. You parse this particular Chrome over here. What of the Chrome count that you are passing from there, convert that into integer and then use it over here, because so that I can use this in my loop. Same thing for Firefox I'll be using. So let's see, this is my Firefox count. Simple. And whatever the Firefox property that you are going to use, simple use Firefox over there. Now, what I'm going to do that I enhance this particular for loop. So I simple say that, okay, for int I equal to 0, this is for Chrome. And then I'll be using, or you can create two for loops. So let's say I want to use in the same for loop, I simple say j equal to 0. And then I simple say that I less than what? I less than whatever the Chrome count that you are getting. Okay. Or I'll be using or operator and j less than what? Firefox count. And then increase the value of I++ and then the j++ also. Like that also you can do that, right? And I simple print this particular message over here that, okay, start my threads like this. And then new feature thread, start, okay, Chrome and start Firefox like that. And then I simple say that, okay, system.out.println, I simple write thread got ended, some message like that. Okay, later on you can enhance this, guys, but I don't want to use the hard-coded value, and I want to have some flexibility that, okay, from the command line I want to pass how many Chrome and how many Firefox, but you can still enhance this particular logic later on. Okay, but I think for me initially that's okay, good to go, right? So let's see, this is the thing that we have written. Now I'm not going to execute from here because we don't have Chrome count and Firefox count. We have to pass it from the command line, right? Or you can pass a command line argument from your Eclipse also, but I want to use my, okay, from the terminal. So I'll do one thing. I'll just first of all, you just update this particular Maven project and go to this particular directory of the project. So this is my project, and go to resource, and this is the location, and let's open your terminal. Okay, and let me go to that particular directory. So we will go to this particular directory, Selenium WebDriver Multithreading. We check ls, yeah. So we have format XML file, src, and target is available over here. Now see it carefully. What I'm going to do that I'm going to pass. Now see, I have to execute first of all this particular class, right? Maven test runner.java, because this class is having the main method. So how will you do it from Maven? So Maven has to use Java. So I cannot use Java C and then, okay, let's see if you are using simple Java C and compile that particular program into that particular, compile that particular class. But I want to execute, I want to compile all these classes, right, guys? So first you have to compile and then you have to, using the JVM, you have to execute it. But you have to use Maven because this is my Maven project. So Java C and Java will not work directly. Or you have to compile all the classes individually and then you have to execute it, but that is time taking, right? So what I'm going to do, you simple use first of all simple write Maven compile. So let's see Maven compile is happening or not. Yeah, so build is successful. It means all the classes got compiled. Perfect, available under your target classes. Perfect. It's saying compiling for source files. Okay, now let me clear the console. And now what I'm going to do, we have to execute one command with Maven. Maven execute what? Execute with Java. And then which class you want to execute. So simple write -d. -d is for, okay, from the command line. So I simple say that, okay, execute dot, what is your main class? My main class is equal to, in which package it is available. My main package is this Google test runner.java, right, guys? It's available in the default package. So I'll do one thing that first of all, let me create a package over here. So I simple say that, okay, com.test.runner, right? And then I'll move this particular runner class over here. Better to write in a package over here, right, guys? So com.test.runner, and this is my package name, right? So I'll do one thing that let me just compile it again because we have changed the package name. So compilation is done. Now I'll be using Maven. Now see it very carefully. Maven execute Java -d execute dot which class, where is your main class? My main class is equal to, in this particular package, dot Google runner. Don't write dot Java, nothing. So simple com dot test dot runner, same package name. com.test.runner Google Test Runner class, right guys? This is my package name. In this particular runner class, we have Google Test Runner. Google Test Runner is the class name. So copy this particular class name, and we have to use Google Test Runner. Okay, don't do any spelling mistake. Google Test Runner is my class name, right? And we have to pass two more things. What we have to pass? We have to pass Chrome property and Firefox property from the command line, right? And those command line will be given to AR, or directly, no, not will be given to AR, sorry. It will directly pick those command line, okay, with the help of system.get property. So you can use system class is used to get the system environment variables. So which environment variable? Chrome and Firefox. So let's see. So I simple write minus D. I simple say Chrome is equal to, let's see, 2, and minus D, I say that, okay, I want Firefox is equal to 2. You must have seen that, okay, right? Hyphen, hyphen, headless equal to yes or no. Chrome equal to, in Docker also we use Chrome equal to 2 when we scale the project, right? Firefox equal to 2, something like this. Similar way, we can do it like this. So minus D Chrome equal to 2 and minus D Firefox equal to 2. It means give me 2 Firefox and 2 Chrome and run this particular class. So what will happen? It will be given to these two guys, and Chrome count and Firefox count will be 2 and 2, right? And I'll do one thing. I'll print a message also so that I can debug it properly later. So total Chrome is whatever the Chrome count that you are getting, right guys? And plus plus total Firefox browsers plus Firefox count, right? Like this, I print a message over here so that we will see how many Chrome count and how many browser count, how much browser count is there. So let's see. Sorry, let's see and let's run it. I hope it should work. See, can you see that total Chrome is 2, Firefox is equal to 2. Perfect. See, it's running over here, guys. See, you can see 2 Chrome and 2 Firefox. You can see it over here. This is super cool, right? Awesome. And Firefox got run, and you can see all these things are getting printed over here. You can see that, see all the header values, H3 header values, like that. And my Chrome got ended, Firefox got thread ended, and again, this Firefox got ended over here like that. So this is pretty cool, guys, right? Now, whenever you want to scale up, you can do that. So let's see, let me terminate it. Now let's check some higher number. I want that, okay, hey, Firefox 5 and Chrome equal to 5. Now let's see, it means 10 browsers will be running parallelly. See, you can see, awesome, right? 3 plus 2, 5, 3 plus 2, 5 for Firefox as well. So yeah, it's running perfectly fine. Okay, and you can see, you can observe the console over here like that. Let's keep printing all the values and see. So this is the way we can achieve the multi-threading in Selenium, because Selenium WebDriver is okay, by default will not give you any multi-threading concept. We have to use either with the help of TestNG, or you can use thread local, or you can use multi-threading concept with the help of thread class, like that. This is the exact way with the help of reflection and everything. TestNG also using multi-threading concept internally. And here we have created our own small POC we have done with multi-threading also. Awesome. So I think it's done now. And you see all the test cases are absolutely working fine on 10 different browsers, or whatever the print you want to print, guys, you can do it later on, right? So like this. Okay, now what I'm going to do that, let me just, it will take some time to terminate from the command line. So let me come terminate it. What if I want to execute exact same thing from Maven? That is also important. So what I'm going to do that, I'm going to start my Maven. Okay, so I'll let me go to shell, a new tab, and my Maven is already available on my downloads folder. So I'm just going to start my Maven. I hope you know Maven. Sorry, Jenkins. Sorry that I have to start my Jenkins server. So Jenkins is available in my downloads folder. So I'll go to my downloads and then simple write with the help of jenkins.war file. I'm going to use it and then enter and start your Jenkins server. If you don't know how to start Jenkins server, please watch my video for Jenkins, because if I'm explaining what is Jenkins, how to start the server, how to download and all those things, it will take time. You just need to download jenkins.war and then that's it. And then you see that, okay, yeah, my Jenkins server is up and running now. And see, Jenkins is fully up and running. By default, it's running on my 8080 port. So I'll do one thing, I'll go to Google. Sorry, I'll just open localhost 8080. Okay, so I'm already using Jenkins. Username password is already created. Now simple, go to sign in. Perfect. Now I'm going to create a new item over here. And here I'm going to create a Maven project. Select the Maven project and simple give a name. Let's see, um, Google test with the multi-threading. Okay, like that. And then create a Maven project and click on OK. Right. And what is the description? This is the description you can give. Are you using any Git? No. So the same thing you can do it with the Git repository also. You can push your code and then you can directly execute from there. That part you can also do it. But I don't want to use Git. The code is available in my local. I'm not using any source code management right now. And you just scroll down. It's saying where is your pom.xml file. So what we have to do. Okay. So this is the directory of my project. So you have to copy this particular project and you have to tell that, okay, yeah, this is my pom.xml file over here. This is my project, and inside my root project, pom.xml file is available. And what is your Maven command? What is your Maven goal? Right, guys? So whatever the Maven goal that we are using over here, same goal, you have to use it like this. Okay, so let me just copy this exact same thing over here. Okay, just copy paste. And let's say I'm using 2 Firefox and 2 Chrome. I hope it's visible to you guys, like that. Minus D Chrome equal to 2, minus D Firefox equal to 2, and same thing, Google test runner, I can use it. And then simple, that's it. But here guys, remember one thing, you're using multi-threading. So you cannot use any TestNG based reports like extend report or LAR report and all those things. That is the problem. Okay, you have to customize your own report or something like this, that you have to do it differently. Here we are just concentrating on the multi-threading concept. So let's apply and then save it. And let's trigger the build and let's see it is working or not. So let me just click on build now and you just go to the console and let's see it is working or not. So see, it's saying browser equal to this, minus D Chrome equal to 2, Firefox equal to 2. It's saying something. Okay, you don't need to use. Let me just go to configure. You can remove Maven. By default, it will take Maven. So directly start with exec. Okay, because when we run in when we write the Maven command in Jenkins, you don't need to write Maven. Click on apply and save it. And let's run it again. So yeah, build number 2 got triggered, and let's see the console. And awesome, I think something is happening. You can see 2 Chrome, 2 Firefox. Can you see that, guys? Awesome, this is super awesome. Okay, wow. And the Firefox got ended, and you can see the console logs, and you can see Naveen AutomationLabs and all the header values are coming like that. Right, guys? Pretty cool. Now, one thing we can enhance over here, that you go to configuration. This is again hard coded, right? You cannot, every time you are not going to change it over here. 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 6, right? This number can be anything, right? It can be 1, 1 also. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the concept of choice parameter, right? So how to use that? So for doing that, you go to Jenkins. You have to go to manage Jenkins, go to manage plugins. You have to download one plugin, which I have already installed. So I'll go to installed, and the plugin name is active. See, active choice plugin you have to download. So you go to available and search for active choices. This plugin you have to install. It's a very, very nice plugin, guys. You can use it for choice parameter for your build. So as a build parameter, you can use that. You can see that, okay, for a traditional build parameter, you can use it over there. Now I'm going to do one thing. I'm just going to go to Jenkins, go to this particular Google test multi-thread. I'm going to configure it once again. And how to configure? You have to select this. The moment you download that plugin, it will give you this option. This project is parameterized. So click on this project is parameterized, and what kind of parameter you want to add. Simple, go to add parameter and go to string parameter and give me the name of the parameter. So let's see, I'm going to give that, okay, yeah, this is a Chrome default value. If you're not passing anything, default value will be 1, and whatever description, so I simply say that, okay, total Chrome browsers, right? And yeah, someone has given the space, so trim the string also, let it be like this. I'm going to add one more parameter, a string parameter. So that will be for another browser, that is for my Firefox. Default value is 1, and I simply say that, okay, total Firefox browsers, and trim the string. Perfect. Apply and save this. Okay, now I'm going to build with parameter option will be visible. Now here you can see that, okay, here total number of Chrome browser, total number of Firefox browser, you can give this particular thing over here. But what we have to do, you have to go to configure, and you have to pass as a parameter. Right now it's already hard coded. So here what we have to do, you have to write -d Chrome is equal to dollar curly bracket, and whatever that parameter name is Chrome, right? And same thing for this guy, dollar parameter name is Firefox. Whatever the parameter name, okay guys, that you have given, see the same parameter name. This is parameter name is Firefox, and this is parameter name is Chrome. So here the same parameter you have to give like this. So -d Chrome is equal to Chrome, -d Firefox is equal to Firefox, and then you apply and then you save it. Now build with parameter. Now let's see, I want 2 Chrome and 2 Firefox. Okay, so let's see, build the parameter, I mean build the job. So you can see, I'll go to the console, and let's see, can you see that 2 Chrome and 2 Firefox are running in parallel, right? This is pretty cool. Yeah, so Chrome is getting ended over here. That's it. And you can see all the test cases are absolutely working fine. You can see Naveen, Automation Labs, my Git repository, and whatever, Cora and all those things, you are getting it. Okay, so this is a basic configuration, you can do it. And whenever next time you want to execute it again, you have the control now. Chrome, how many Chromes you want, how many Firefox you want. Similar way you can use it for Internet Explorer and Safari also. So likewise, you can do that. Okay, so remember this thing, guys. Tomorrow you want to use Safari of Internet Explorer, you can pass extra parameters like that over here, and you have to add those. Okay, you don't need to maintain separate threads. You just need to create one more Safari account and Internet Explorer account, add in your for loop condition, and that's it. And here, over here in your base page, you have to add multiple if else conditions over here. Tomorrow you want to create some more pages, you can keep creating over here like that. Okay, so I'm not saying this is absolutely perfect script. You can enhance it later. Right now this is, let's see, only working with the a Google feature thread. Likewise, you can enter all your, okay, feature classes, you can write it over here. So similarly, feature thread, it's having one Google search test. Likewise, you can create multiple classes. Let's see, Google home page, Google login page, Google search page, Google registration page, right? Like that, contacts page, registration page, profile page, like that. Every class will be extending the thread class, and then write the test over here. Separate page class, you can do that. So you are achieving the page class concept, I mean page object model also, you can use it. And then the base page is used to initialize the driver, like that also. Simple that, use that. Okay, the ultimate thing is you have to create separate thread classes, and those thread classes you have to write in your runner over here. And that runner will be controlled by command line arguments, whatever the command line, how many Chrome and Firefox count that you want. And that's it, you are good to go. If someone doesn't want to use JUnit or TestNG, you guys can use multi-threading concept in Selenium with Java, like that. This is a very perfect example for automation point of view. You can explain the exact same thing at a time of interview, or if someone really wants to use something like this, you can use it in your project as well if you don't want to use TestNG. Now later on, you just need to enhance, you have to think about how can you decide one reporting. So for reporting point of view, I would say that, okay, you can maintain one Excel sheet. You can keep writing the data in that particular Excel sheet, that, okay, how many test case name, and with the class name and with the method name, you can put it over there, and then print pass fail over there. So you will get a good report. So you can remove the dependency from TestNG, JUnit, whatever you want to do that. Okay, so this is the thing I really wanted to show you, like that. I did some research and then I thought of creating this particular video. A lot of people were asking what is multi-threading, because multi-threading concept is missing in my playlist. I never prepared any video on multi-threading. And multi-threading with Java, there are a lot of videos and blogs are available, okay, from different YouTubers. But I think no one has covered this multi-threading with Selenium, with the proper example, with the proper test case and everything, and then with Jenkins integration also, which is important. It's not like running from Eclipse is not the only thing. You have to run it from the command line, from the Maven, and same thing you have to configure with Jenkins also. So please do it, guys. It's pretty simple. Like, it's super very simple. I mean, there is no rocket science. I have done it over here. But when you do it, you will learn a lot of new things over here. Okay, so thanks for watching this particular video. If you really like this video, please comment over there if you like it or not, how exactly we can improve this particular code. Please do it. I'll be uploading this particular video in my Git repository also. I'll share the Git repository URL in the description. Please check it over there and please subscribe to the channel. Share this particular video with others so that other people also, they can prepare for the interview and then they can learn also multi-threading in Java with Selenium. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for watching this video.